Hello and welcome back to my rolling project pan series. This month is my final roll-in of new products, and next month will be the final update. So each month I've been rolling in new products and either setting a usage goal or trying to have a goal of finishing the product, and I think this has been my worst month yet. I have absolutely zero roll-ins this month, and I have some progress within each product, so I'm just going to go through those. As someone who loves project panning, this feels so defeating because usually I hit at least a few of my goals and I kind of see it as a challenge to use my products. So I'm going to go through the progress I've made and kind of describe why I've had challenges meeting these goals. So the first product was my Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom Loose Setting Powder, and my goal was to use this 20 times, and I'm really close to using this one. I'm at 17 of 20, and there actually is quite a bit of progress, but that's mostly because I decanted some in like a travel powder container just because I wanted some for work. I counted that as one use, so I've used this 16 times, but I'm counting it as 17, and I'm really close to reaching it. I have been a lot more comfortable with this product. Again, like I said before, it's not as pink as I want it to be, which is fine. It does blur really nicely, but because I have dry skin, I've kind of noticed that sometimes it could be too dry, even if I put like the tiniest bit too much. So what I usually do is use a very fluffy setting brush. When I go in with like the little powder pack, it's too much and it makes me look really dry. I'm wearing it today and under my eyes, and I feel like it blurs really nicely. I've been using this most days, but there are some days where I'm like, it's too dry. So I've used it a total of 17 times, and last month it weighed 102 grams, and this month it's weighing 100 grams. So I do think most of that is from decanting. I didn't even decant that much, but I do think that's where most of this usage is coming from, or at least like the weight loss is coming from. I think the reason I didn't reach my goal is because I was also working on my Laura Mercier setting powder, which was so close to being done, and I did finish that one, so now I've been using this one. So I think that's kind of why I wasn't able to reach that goal this month. Since this is my final like roll in, and in December I'm not going to be reaching in for like new products, I think I'm going to bump this goal up to 40 because it's at 20 right now, and 3 more uses I'll have reached that goal. So I think in the next 2 months I can use it 20 more times. Like, that should be easy enough. So I'm just gonna bump up that goal. The next product is the CoverGirl Skin Perfector Essence, and I've used this a couple of times since my last update. I rolled this in September, and the total usage since then has been 9 out of 20 times, and that seems really low, but I was also trying to finish another foundation, which I successfully did. I finished that like a week or 2 ago, I think 2 weeks ago. While I've been using this more, I've also been trying to reach for other foundations, and you'll kind of see why later, but I just kind of been trying to find out like how to make my other ones work, or if they're the wrong like shade match for me, trying to figure out how to fix it so it's usable. So I do really like this one, but this one it's very like low to medium coverage, and I also have been using a lot of matte and powder products, which I feel like aren't very compatible with this one. This one you kind of have to work with a lot of like other dewy or cream products, but I still enjoy it, and I should be hitting that goal soon. This one, I think I'm gonna raise the goal to be 30 times, and that's because, like I said, I like playing around with other foundations and trying to decide which one I'll be panning for next year. So I'm still kind of figuring that out, but I do think I can sneak some more uses into this one. So my goal for up to December will be 30 uses. And while I've only used this one a few times, I have seen a significant weight difference. So last month it was weighing 46.2 grams, and today it is weighing 44 grams. So we lost 2.2 grams, which I'm actually pretty happy about. I didn't think I had used that much of it, but it's cool to see like how many usages equals how many grams of product. So the next product is the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, airbrush setting spray, I don't know. My goal was to completely finish this, and as you can see, it's like about halfway, a little more than halfway the product left. And my main reason for that is that I really want to try this with a bunch of different foundations to kind of get a idea of if this works with them. It didn't work well with my Sephora Best Skin Ever foundation. It just made my skin look really dry. It does actually work really well with this one. This one I find really hard to set down because it's so dewy, and this one really just kind of helps keep it in place. It doesn't set it down completely, but it does help, and it doesn't make it look dry. I also really like this one over my Laura Mercier, I can't remember, but the like viral foundation. It works really well over that one. And then today I tried this over my Tarte like Cloud Cream foundation, and I don't know, I also use powder, so maybe that's what's messing with it, but I feel like my skin also looks really dry with this one, so I guess I'm just not as blown away as I thought it would be by this. I really wanted to try this for the longest time because everyone has raved about it, but I don't think this is gonna be for me. So I've used this a total of 6 times, and the goal is to finish, and the weight difference, last month it was 32 grams, and this month it is 31.2 grams, so 0.8 gram loss. And yeah, I'm actually like impressed that it is lasting this long. It is like a deluxe size, but I'm hoping to try it with a few more foundations and get my final thoughts on this product. Another product that I thought would be a very easy goal to hit is my Tarte bronzer in Parquet Princess, and my goal for this one is to hit pan. So if you kind of see, it looks very similar to the last month's update as well as the month before, and I've been using this so much even though I don't like it. And I think why I haven't hit pan on it yet is because I switched to using a fluffier brush. I was using like a dense fluffy brush, and I was finding that it was just really hard to blend, and it would get like stuck in some parts and just look really like muddy. So I switched to a fluffier brush. I think it applies a lot better that way, but I'm not getting that much product now. And it's annoying because I can see like the outline of the base, but I have not hit pan yet. I have noticed that this side is kind of like lower in the pan than this side, so I have been focusing my brush there, but it is here to stay. Since I brought this in September, I've used it a total of 28 times, and last month it weighed 29.6 grams, and this month it weighs 28.7. So there was a slight weight difference of a total of 0.9 grams. And I don't know, I really kind of want to hit pan on this so I can kind of work on other products. I'm going to continue with this one. The goal is going to stay the same, to hit pan. So once I do, I will be rolling it out. We have another product that is very disappointing to me that I haven't reached the goal. And this is a product that I love, and it's the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. And I rolled this in as a product that I love, but other people don't. And I've used it 3 out of 20 times. And I really don't know why I haven't been using it as much. I'm thinking it has to do with the sunscreen I've been using. So I just finished a sunscreen like a few weeks ago as well, and it had more of like the matte blurring type of finish. So I was kind of using that as a primer. And then I had rolled this in, and I had like another week of using that sunscreen. Then I've switched to one that's a lot like a lotion, and so it's very creamy, and again, like I just haven't been really finding a need to have primer with it. The 3 times that I did use this, I loved how my makeup looked. I don't know why I haven't been using it as much. So I think the goal is going to stay the same just because it is such a minimal usage that I've had. I don't think setting a higher goal is going to make me use it more. It's also not a product I'm trying to finish anytime soon. It was more of just getting use in it because I haven't been using primers lately, even though I usually do. So even though I only used it 3 times, last month it weighed 32 grams, and today it's weighing 31.2 grams. So we have a 0.8 gram difference, and I think that's pretty significant for just using it the 3 times, but I'm gonna keep on working on using this one. Okay, I feel like this whole video is just gonna be me saying that I'm disappointed in me not reaching these goals, and this one has to be the saddest one. So this is the Holo Taco Matte Top Coat, and my goal is to finish it, and I think I've just used it once since last month, and even before then I think I had only used it 2 times, 1 or 2 times, and that is how much we are at right now. It's pretty pathetic that I haven't used this. I don't know why. I think last time I was doing my nails too, I took it out and I was like, yep, I'm gonna use this, and I didn't. Like, I don't know why I'm not using it, but I really do want this out of here, and this so late in the year, I don't think I'm going to be finishing it by the end of the year, which is a little disappointing because I have so many nail polishes and it's been my goal. I started the year as a goal of finishing 5 and I've since raised that to 10, and I think I'm at like 8, not including top coats. So I was really hoping to have reached that goal of 10, and I just might with some other ones, but I think it's going to be 9. It's not the biggest deal in the world. It's supposed to be a fun project of using my products. I guess it really does make me more conscious of what type of products I'm leaning towards and kind of just my usage of those products. So even though I did use it only once, there was a bit of a weight difference. Last month it weighed 58.3 grams. Today it is weighing 57.1 grams. So I am impressed by that, but based on like the actual usage of one, I'm not impressed at all. This next product I believe is my second most used product based on the goals that I set. And it's even more impressive because I just rolled it in last month, and that is the Glossier Ultralip in Cranberry. So my goal is to use it 20 times and I've used it 12, and it is just this very beautiful kind of like soft red cranberry shade. I'm wearing it today and it doesn't like show up as intense, which I feel like is why I've been wearing it a lot more than my other lipstick. And it also has a very nice balmy texture, so I feel like it's not like drying on my lips throughout the day, and I also don't have to reapply it as much. The days that I am wearing it, I am reapplying at least one more time, which is good. And this definitely has been my more preferred lipstick compared to the other one. But I'm not sure why I haven't reached the goal yet. I really have been trying to dedicate to using this one, but I think the days I'm not wearing this, I'm just wearing like a lip oil or like a tinted lip balm. So I do think I'm gonna raise the goal for this one to 30 as well, because this is a perfect like holiday color. I can definitely see this being my holiday red for the year. And again, I just want to make a bit more significant usage out of my products. It's very interesting because I had just brought this in last month and it weighed 16.7 grams, and after 12 usage it is only weighing 16.5 grams. For lipstick it can be slightly different, and I guess I was just expecting a bigger weight difference. But another product that I thought would be a little easier to reach my goal was the Rare Beauty blush in the shade Happy. And my goal was to use this 20 times and I've only used it 8 times. And this has been like the first month where I feel like I haven't reached my blush goal or even been close to reaching it. It is kind of my fault because I've just been having so much fun playing with my other blushes this whole month. And even knowing in the back of my mind that, hey, I have this one in my project pan, I haven't really been using it, and I kind of just was thinking of like, oh, like I'll use it tomorrow, I'll use it the next day, and then I wasn't. So again, it's not the biggest deal in the world, but it has just been a little like in my mind of why am I not using these products? And I guess I didn't document how much it weighed then, so I don't have any update, but I've used it a total of 8 times. I don't think I will be raising the usage goal on this one just because it's a very like bright light pink. And with winter coming, I think I'm gonna be moving towards like reds and deeper shades. So I don't really want to force myself to use a product if I know I'm not even gonna be reaching for it then. This last product, once again, I am just like blown away that I have such little usage for it, and I really thought this one would be easy too. And that is the Bath & Body Works Pumpkin Swirl Cake Lotion. And I mean, it looks like I've used quite a lot of it. This was fairly new when I brought it in. I had used it maybe like for a week or two before, and I kind of thought that because of the scent it would be perfect for this season. And I've only used it 6 out of 25 times, which is weird because in my last video I was saying how this is going to be super easy to reach because I usually put lotion on right after I shower. I don't know what I've been doing this month because I definitely have been showering. I haven't been putting lotion on after. I'm really not sure. Like, I only keep one at a time in my daily drawer, so it's not like I've been reaching for other lotions. I've just straight up not been moisturizing after I shower, which is very odd because this time of the year is when I tend to have like very dry skin, especially when it gets colder and colder, and I haven't been reaching for this one. Though I've only used it 6 times, like I do think this is gonna be gone before I reach that 25 usage goal. So I'm just gonna make this a goal of finish, I think, because In the winter, I know I finish like a whole body lotion once a month. That's pretty standard for me, so I should be done with this by then and on a new one. Let's hope, fingers crossed. So those are my very sad updates for my rolling project pan, and it's been weird to see this. So I keep a tally of these products, of the usage every single day, and mark off if I've used it, and still seeing it every day and seeing like certain products that I'm not using really didn't like encourage me to use those products more, whereas in the past it has. So I'm not really sure where this change has come from. I think maybe a factor that I'm not thinking about is that I did recently buy some makeup for my birthday, and I kind of had some fun just trying to use those products and kind of using other blushes, other lip products to try and work with those and just get some fun creative looks out of it. So I think that might be something that's playing into this, but I'm just like disappointed, which is weird because this is something I should be having fun with, and like it's not that serious, it's just using makeup. So while this is my last roll-in and next month will just be an update if I've reached the goals on these products or not, it has helped me kind of get an idea of the project panning I want to do for next year. So I do have some fun new ways that I'm going to be doing it next year, which I think will be a lot better in making me use products as well as reaching these goals. So I am really excited to be sharing that in a few months. If you liked this video, make sure you like and subscribe to help support me and my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!